Welcome, everybody, to another great episode of Real Life Matters. Of course, I'm your host, DBoss, and we are here today. And also, please go and subscribe to the YouTube channel, DBoss Network. You can follow me on IG, DBoss_1 official. And you can also follow the guests. But today we got a special up and coming and artist, and he's moving, he's doing a lot of stuff, and we're going to find out what he does. He's so mellow that he's like a bellow. So, anyways, we're going to introduce to you, with no further ado, Mr. Bello.
Hey. How you doing? Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so thanks for having you coming on with all your busy stuff and your busy schedule and
Yeah.
all your stuff going on and everything else.
That's
So,
what we pray for.
well, it's good. And the pandemic, people coming out of the pandemic and stuff like
Right,
that right now. So,
right,
it's good that you're busy. So can
right.
you tell everybody, Mr. Bello, where you come from?
Um, as DBoss mentioned, my name is Mr. Bello. I'm Nigerian, born
Woo, you're
Nigeria.
not-
Yeah, born in Nigeria, Benin City, raised in New York, Brooklyn, New York. I'm Yoruba. I do Afrobeat music. R&B, a little R&B, a little pop, but mostly I'm based on Afro beats, and I got a new single out, and let's get to find out more about me.
but wait, you're from Nigeria. Oh my gosh, are
Yeah.
people gonna be so? Well, we got a lot of Nigerian people
Oh,
and
really?
People from the Africa watching, so from the motherland, and and you're. So, can you tell us how you came up with your name, Mr. Bello?
All right, it's pretty simple. A lot of people think it's like something complicated, but my last name is Bello, literally. My last name is Bello. My first name is Abiodun, but a lot of people call me Bello. So my name in school is literally Mr. Bello. So I just said, you know what? Why not just make that my artist name? So that way I'm also representing myself and something unique as well. So that's pretty much how I came to the name of Mr. Bello.
All right, so you can tell everybody, how did you become, or when did you want to know you wanted to be an artist?
Man, that's a complicated question because I've always been a creative, from when I was
Mm-hmm.
a kid. Whether it be science or singing from when I was young, listening to my mom playing radio and I sing along. So I think it's something that's always been in me. It was just about when I was gonna activate and, live my purpose. And that didn't happen until, like, I'll say high school when I did like a little fashion show, and then college when I did the talent show. And then after college, I just went, full on board into the artistry mode in 2017. And here we are now.
Wow. So you said your mother, you would sing a little bit on the radio with your mom.
Yep. Every time she plays a song, old school music, I sing along with her. And that's when I guess her and I realized that, that's something that I have a passion for, because the way I'll sing the song, trying to hit the notes and, just have a little fun with it, characteristic and all that. And then from there on, the rest is history.
So did you sing in church?
I did not sing in church. So funny enough,
Oh my God.
yeah, I know a lot of people have that story of singing in church, but I did not sing in church because I'm Muslim. But when I
Okay.
was raised in Nigeria, I actually was going to the church with my auntie. So I kind of have a background in both. I understand both religion, and it's pretty much intertwined. But I did not sing in church. I was just going to church for a little bit, and then later on, I went into like Islamic culture even more. But my experience from singing was pretty much just self-taught, listen to music and trying to hit the same notes as the artist, wherever it be. When I came to the United States, listen to like people like, Michael Jackson, Chris Brown, Neo, you name it. And I'm just trying to like just have fun with it and see what makes them different, what makes their voice stand out, and I just learned to emulate that. And then I find my own style and voice and sound.
All right. So from you finding your own voice and style, so you said, you know what? I want to do Afro beats, which is Afro fusion
Yes,
and
yes.
stuff. So you're only by yourself? Do you collaborate with other people or no?
I'm by myself, but I also collaborate at the same time. The last single I dropped was 3 years ago, 2017. It was actually my second single that I dropped. It was called Undercover. After that, I just spent more time working with other artists, being that I didn't really have like a big I didn't have a big background in music, so I kind of wanted to learn from other people as well as I grew. So I was making features with artists such as Chief Deji, artists such as Deji and Algo, and you name it. Working with my producer like Psych, that gave me a better understanding of music, on a more technical level. And then I actually just dropped my new single today, so now you can hear from my old stuff to my new stuff. You can hear a huge improvement in my sound. You can know that now I'm living in my sound and my purpose. And here we are, representing the culture.
Right. So from you doing okay, so your first single. So
Yeah,
how did you come up with you? Did you write it, or did
yeah,
you did the whole thing, or
yeah.
like how did you come out, and why did you choose that name?
For my first single was called Undercover. I wrote it myself. It was
Mhm.
something that I was just listening to different instrumentals and beats. And as I heard it, sometimes it just calls out to you. I heard that particular beat. It called out to me, and I just had a melody in my head. And I asked, back then it was like the age of Instagram. It was just starting off. So I asked like my followers, like, hey, I got this melody. I sang it on my story, and I said, what do you guys think about it? And everybody was like, that is dope. You got to write to this, you got to finish it. And then that's really how I came up with my first single. And it's called Undercover because it's about just being a creative and coming up. And from in the beginning, a lot of people might, like, yeah, that's the one. A lot of people might not
Yeah,
take you serious.
okay, we gotta play.
Yeah,
We gonna play it too.
yeah. They gonna hear that. They gonna hear it.
Yeah,
So,
we can play it. We can hear it. I thought we had to bring it up in the thing, but we don't have to. So
yeah, wow.
undercover. So we were thinking
Undercover,
of
Mr. Bello.
undercover agent or undercover something.
I love that it sounds like it's like, a mysterious spy, but it's mostly just talking about making sure that you understand the energy around you, that everybody might not be for you. So just focus on love and also pay attention to those people that act like they love you, but they're undercover and meaning low key, they don't want well for you. So watch out for those people as well. So live your life, know that you're great, but also watch out for the undercover so that way they don't taint your
Well,
purity.
let's listen to this first song that you
Let's
have.
play it. Let's
Go.
play it.
Anything you wanna do now, you gotta keep quiet to yourself. Another day, another day, man. Every day's a stepping stone. Anything you never do now has its own consequences. Anything I would say now, you never take back. You understand that? They will say you never make it, but my God, just do your own. They always gonna undermine you until the fame and money comes. Anything I will say now, can never take back. You understand that? And anywhere that we go now, you gotta watch out on the cover. You better watch out on the cover. On the cover, you gotta watch out on the cover. On the cover, you better watch out on the cover. On the cover, you better watch out on the cover. Anyone you gonna trust now? You gotta vibe and feel the mountain. Another day, another blessing. Every day's a chance for growth. Many things that I see now as a G contemplating. Any day can be great now. Gotta be strong, smart, gotta withstand that. They will say you never make it. Oh my God, just to your own. They're always gonna undermine you until the fame and money comes. Anything that we say now can never take back. You understand that? And anywhere that we go now, you gotta watch out on the cover. On the cover, you better watch out on the cover. On the cover, you gotta watch out on the cover. On the cover, you better watch out on the cover. On the cover, you gotta watch out on the cover. Babalao, Moa baby. Babalao, Moa baby. Money, mama, volcano. Money, mama, vegetariano. Baba lao, muwa bebe. Baba lao, muwa bebe. You ain't gotta know me, gonna know my name though. You ain't gotta listen, gonna hear my words though. Think I ain't pretending no for my vibe though. But I'm gonna keep sending never proceed though. Never proceed though. But I'm gonna keep sending never proceed though. Never proceed though. But I'm gonna keep sending never proceed though. Never proceed though. But I'm gonna keep sending never proceed though. Proceed though. Proceed though. Real on the mix. Baba lao muwa bebe. Baba lao muwa bebe.
Wow. Woo.
Yeah, yeah, and it was a
That's
sonic
it.
experience.
That's it. It sounds really good. But you
Thank
were
you, thank
saying
you,
that
thank
it
you.
from that first single that you released till
Right,
now, where we're
to
gonna hear
now.
that after now. So who's your
Yeah.
favorite Afro beats artist?
Oh man, I have, I have, I would say my number one right now is Burna Boy, only
Okay.
because the way he approaches music. You know, Afrobeat is about love and happiness. You know what I'm saying? About
Mhm.
expressing your feelings, and he knows how to express that, and he knows how to evoke that kind of emotion when he performs as well. He's coming to MSG actually, next month in April, and when you see him live, or when you hear his song, or when you see his videos, you really feel it, and that's the kind of artist I aspire to be, to make an impact in people's life with my music. So I'll say he is my favorite. Um, Davido and Wizkid and everybody else that
Mhm.
that are doing music I love though.
He came here to Toronto. He came here,
Oh wow,
David.
really?
Hmm.
Oh wow, yeah, he's making big moves too. I love what he does. I love his passion. I love his drive and how he move with his team togetherness. I love each one of them. I have something that I like about them. I aspire to be like them, and even surpass hopefully one day. But until then, we're still making moves. Climbing that ladder steady, steady.
So, do you know how to dance? Because some
Oh
people say they don't.
yeah, oh yeah. That's a given. If you come to one of my shows, you go you gonna see me dance. I'm gonna entertain. I'm there to entertain. This is not a fashion show. I'm dancing. I'm singing. I'm getting the crowd interacting, involved. Like I'm doing the whole nine. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's just part of it. It's all fun.
Right. So, you say you want to make an impact on people
Yes,
with your music.
yes.
So, tell us about how your single levels
Hmm.
is going to do that.
All right, my single levels is gonna do that because one, sonically, the production is peak level. It's on point. The vocals is
Mhm.
on point. The melodies, and then lastly, the writing. What I wrote on that song is something that everybody could relate to. From wanting to be the best, from wanting to be the one to break your family out of a certain curse, to wanting to win the Grammys, to wanting to feel like, you know, it's not just materialistic things in life that matters, that you're more than that, just the
Mhm.
materialistic things in life, that is more about value, not just the price of something. It's more about just joy. The song has happiness in it. It has a lesson in it. It has melody. It has character, and it just has that industrial level of sound. It was produced by my producer, Lick Psych. He did his thing. I sent out the beat to my saxophone player in Texas. His name is Plateau. He started off with an intro. He gave it that soulful vibe. Saxophone is my favorite instrument, by the way. And then I had
So, do
two
you
of my
play
close
any
friends.
instruments or no?
Myself, I just play the drum, and right now I'm learning the keys. But
Oh, well, you,
primarily,
at least you play something. Yeah, I just play the
yeah.
drums.
my number one, my number one instrument is my voice right now. But I try to
Yes.
dabble in a little bit of everything else. But it's just all part of one bubble.
Well, I know everybody's looking forward to hear this song. So, of course,
Levels.
we got to roll it. You got other music too, and your music is clean. It's
Yes, yes,
nice.
yes.
It's
Thank you.
doing what it's supposed to do. So,
Appreciate
you
that.
know, levels.
Yes,
I
yes.
love it. That I like that you're going to different levels.
You get it.
Right?
That's exactly what it's about. That's
Ah,
exactly. And
well,
who
you
don't want
can
that
try.
for themselves?
Well, here we go, everybody. Levels
Let's
introducing.
let's hear that. It's a sonic experience.
Oh, well, it has to be a Sonic. It better be a Sonic.
Put your headphones on and let's go for a ride.
It's true. It's true. Here we
The
go.
level's gonna change.
Mr. Bello, levels.
Oh, I lakeside, give me that fire. When you try me, material things to be by me. I must not run, no they try me. A million girls come behind me. Yeah, I'm a with the Grammys. I share for my family. Auntie my girl from Miami. Life was not changing, understand me. Yeah, say this to go, go, on the fast, go to Ghana. Never change from my real ones. Even if someone there, she done the real one. I wanna stop this to get everything that I say is all you done done. I get to plenty now to big now. Long money, I'm the same with you. When you try me, material things to be by me. I must not come to the try me. A million girls come behind me. I'm on the Grammys. I share for my family. Auntie my girl from Miami. Life was not changing, stop me. Yeah, everything sharp. This beat Alex like governmental. Melodies crossing from the mental. Rolex on the wrist, presidential. And now that you just a little low. Taking on my chips, get the first song. Until the back up, I feel. Until the map up, I feel. And when I say it's the go, go, understand the up and down. I never change from my real ones. Even if I'm a dance, you got my real one. And when I step, it's the KK. Everything that I say is so down. I get to plenty more to feed now. A lot of money, I'm missing the real ones. When you try me, material things to be by me. I can't come to try me. A million girls got behind me. Yeah, behind me. I should share for my family. One thing I come from Miami. There's no touching, understand me. Yeah. Never stop changing, understand me.
Woo!
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I like it. I like it. I like the saxophone. And then you're speaking in your
Yes,
language too, right?
I'm speaking English. I'm putting my language in there. So I'm also like just intertwining the culture, my language, with what I learned in New York, what I learned back home, and just giving it all to you guys. So that way it could be a full experience.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, you know, we already know who your favorite is and stuff like that. So when you're so what are you saying in your language when you say in that music? What are you saying?
So so there's some parts I just use like just like a word or two, just so even without knowing the rest, even without knowing that word, you might still be able to get context clue. So I said material things if you buy me, buy my stand tall they want me. I'm the young goons stand behind me. I'm gonna win the Grammy, and I said I should say shit for my family. It means I'm gonna win the Grammy. I should say shit mean it's gonna be possible for my family. Like I'm gonna win the Grammys, and it's gonna be possible for my family, not just myself. I'm gonna be doing this for my family, my friends, and everybody that supports me. And then I said one team my buff for Miami, meaning they're gonna hear about my greatness all the way from Miami and international because levels gonna change. Understand me? And then when I said and when I say it's the coco, you should understand. Say oh the dun dun. So that means when I said this is the main thing, you should understand that my words are final, that I'm manifesting. You know,
Okay.
so that's pretty much what I'm saying. I'm just manifesting. It's a song about
Wow.
manifestation. Yeah, it's a song about greatness. You can't hate
All
on
right.
that, you know.
So,
It's,
oh yes, and this episode has been brought to you by Finally Mel's, the celebrity barbershop. So
yes,
if
yeah.
you look like hell, go see Mel. You know, and he's in Brooklyn, people, and he does a lot of people's hair, and he also does Mr. Bello's hair
You
or
see that?
fade or whatever. I can't. Is a braid or
I got a braid and I got a fade on the side just to keep it clean. You know, shout outs to Finally Mel from hooking me up and my hairstylist Ivy for making sure that my braids look crispy. You know, it's a team
yeah.
thing. It's a we dream. They make sure I don't
so
look crazy.
so where do you write your music? Like, what is, are you in the studio when you do it? Sometimes an inspiration comes to you at home, or you're
Uh,
driving. What happens?
my studio is my home. As you can see behind me,
Okay.
I have
Okay.
my mic, I have my speakers, I got my laptop ready. So whenever I get like a idea or I hear a instrumental or beat that I love from my producer,
Hmm.
I just get my phone out or I get my handy dandy notebook out and I get to writing. I lay down the melody first and then I start writing because I want what I write to make sense and to make a difference. So I like to take my time with the writing process. Sometimes it comes fast, sometimes it takes time, but you know how that goes. Good music takes time.
Right. So, who would you like to perform with in the
Oh
future
man.
if you had the opportunity?
Inshallah, I would love to perform with the top four in Africa right now, which are Burna Boy, Wizkid, Davido, and Olamide. I would love to get an opportunity to work with them, get them on a track with me, perform with them, and just pick their brain and learn a little bit, a little bit from them. You know what I'm saying? Because right now I'm doing this dolo. I'm doing it by myself. I'm learning by myself, but I would love to get guidance from the people that already knows the way. So fingers crossed, it's gonna happen.
But a lot of people now are getting into the Afro beats and stuff like that. So, would you like to get into like soca or reggaeton, like the Spanish music and stuff
Oh
like that?
yeah, oh yeah, most definitely. I have a Spanish artist friend.
Okay.
Um, he's awesome, and also have a Trinidadian artist friend. He's awesome, and I
Woo!
plan to do work with them in the near future because we're trying to take this thing worldwide. You can't do it by just working by yourself or doing it with
No,
the same people doing the same thing as
one
you.
hand can't clap.
Exactly, exactly. Understand?
so so it'd be good for you, to explore those options like that because you
Yes,
get out there. So have you
exactly.
considered acting or anything, or are you just going to focus right now for the music?
Acting is probably gonna be something that I keep in mind in the near future. It's something that's fun to dabble in. You know what I'm saying? So if I do get the opportunity, I believe I could do well in there. I'll dive in. But for right now, it's music, and hopefully, music will open the doors to the rest of the industry. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you never know because things happen because a lot of the artists now they're making movies and stuff,
Right,
and maybe one of your soundtracks could go into a movie. You never know,
right, right,
and then this one with Levels here, it has a lot of that sax. It's like a jazzy kind of a different
right.
sexy feel to the music.
Yeah, it's a soundtrack. You could play it in the beginning of a movie. You could listen to it and act like you're in a movie of your own, and just it take you an experience. It take you in a sonic experience. That's what I love about it. From the sax to the loud drums to the bass, to the guitar, everything about it, and then my soothing voice as well to just guide you through that journey. So that's what I love about music. Sometimes it could just take you to a whole different dimension. So yeah.
So, what do you think about when you're performing on stage?
What I think about performing on stage, number one, in the beginning, it was more about like impressing the audience. But now that I'm more like seasoned, I'm more like I have more experience. I just want to have fun. I want to have fun, and I want to make sure that I rehearse to sound well. That's the bare minimum. So when I go on stage, I just want to go on stage and just have fun and let people see that I'm having fun, so they could just pretty much vibe from my energy. Because sometimes if you on stage and you're acting shy, that might make the stage kind of like, the audience kind of
Mm.
quiet. But when you go up there and you just do your thing, they see that you're having fun. they're gonna like just take that energy from you and give back energy as well, which is gonna get the whole crowd pumped up. So now I go in there and I just rock out and rave.
Wow.
Yeah.
So after Levels, do you have any other song or any other music after that?
Matter of fact, Levels is just one of the songs that's coming out. I have a project coming out this summer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a title for it yet, but it's gonna have about, let's say, 4 to 6 songs. So
Okay.
Levels is pretty much just a sample of what's to come. So if you love Levels, just watch out for what I got coming up next. It's gonna be a crazy summer.
Woo! Well, you got a lot of
Yeah,
things that's going to be going on, Mr.
yeah,
Bello.
yes,
And,
yes, yes.
so what you have any shout outs that you want to shout out to your people?
I would love to shout out my producer first and foremost, Lakeside Beats. I would like to shout out my photographers, by Tunde. I want to shout out my cover art brother, Black Prez, my backup vocalist, my friends. They are also artists as well. The Like with the Vibes, and Joy Lola, and the saxophone player. He killed it, Plateau. Thank you guys so much, and to the people supporting me from around the world, from here in New York, from the tri-state area. I love you guys so much. You guys are my family. Thank you. Keep supporting me, and blessings, man.
Well, it's a blessing to see you. This
Thank
is,
you.
in the music is good. It's clean. It's nice.
Yeah,
And it's something you could play in the house, and something you could play at dinner. You could play at
definitely,
dinner parties, or
definitely.
something
Anyway,
that you're doing after. It's really nice music.
yeah,
And
thank you,
you've
thank you.
seen the transition of it going from, you said, I like the undercover too,
Yeah.
but
Oh, wow,
I
thank
guess
you.
yourself and on what
Right,
level you went to, that it wasn't. But
right,
regular people listening to the
right.
music wouldn't even know that,
That's
that
true.
the transition, because it sounds like a real excellent beat to me.
Thank you, thank you, thank
So,
you.
and then you did a song before too. Let me see, just one. You had Olekin.
Oh yeah, I have Olalikon, which is a song
Ala,
that
ala,
is Olalikon. You got it, Olalikon. That means a joy has been added to my blessing, Olalikon.
a
So
joy that's been added to my
to my
blessing.
blessings, correct.
All right, so can you sing just a little verse of that?
Um, uh,
Or not?
always on top of Olalikon, and I won't stop Olalikon. I remember when I never did so. For the times when I never did so wrong. I better thank God, yeah, cause my boy don't take off. I better thank God, yeah, all of the pain don't pay off. Yeah, that song is actually a song that my producer made, and it was on his project. He asked me like, hey, he wanted to dedicate a song to his late mother,
Right.
so, and he also wanted to make the song self-titled. That's also the name of the album as well. So I wrote that song from his perspective, speaking
Mm-hmm.
to speaking to the audience and speaking to his mother, like, hey, mom, look at your son, man. He's growing, he's doing well, and he's taking off. He's doing what he loves to do, and life is treating him well, and just keep watching over me. And that's what that song is all about, just giving thanks.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're such a smooth transition
Thank
artist.
you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I try my best. We
All right. So can you tell everybody where your social medias are so people can reach you, where they can find out? And you got to come back when you release that album, the other one,
Oh
Project
yeah,
2.
most definitely, most definitely. And right now, Levels is out on all platforms. Levels with an S. I go by the name of Mr. Bello. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on YouTube. You can find me on Twitter. All platforms by the name Mr. Bello Music, which is MRBELLO Music on all platforms. Add me, follow me. Feel free to DM me, message me. I don't bite. I show love back.
The more bite. Well, I hope you don't bite so people can get.
Oh yeah. Nah, 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 nah. I'm a smooth gentleman, I show love to all,
Okay. All right. Well, Mr. Bello, it's been a pleasure having you tonight. And,
Thank you, thank you.
you're starting your journey, and your journey
Yes,
is going well,
yes, yes, and
and it's going on point. It's doing what you have to do. So, we
yeah,
just want to continue, and you're going to come back, and when you put your other project out.
yes,
So,
yes, yes.
I want you to enjoy yourself tonight,
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. The project is actually being sponsored by my peoples, Nigel, Mike, Fritz. I want to give
Okay.
a big shout out to them, for supporting me and seeing the potential in me to say they want to put their time and money and all into me. They actually got me on the billboard on Times Square, New York, you know, for levels, and
Woo!
that was awesome, and that's a huge deal. And now we're just gonna take over the world. I'm gonna
So
show them
what did
that,
you?
you know,
So you were on the billboard. So
I
what
was on
did
the
you do?
billboard.
What did you do over there in Times Square?
Pretty much they displayed my cover art for levels on Times Square,
Okay.
pretty much promoting it. So I just went out there to really look at it because that's my first billboard. You know, I don't know about other people, but that's my first billboard, and it was on
Okay.
Times Square at that, which is huge. That is astronomical because people come all around the world to New York to just come to
Hmm.
Times Square to look around. So just being there among the stars meant a lot to me. So I had to go there and just look at it and just be appreciative and just thank God for how far I've came and how far I'm about to go, you know. So
So
I just want
your family and everybody went down there.
everybody came down there to support. It was a proud moment, you know. It was just a whole lot of joy, man.
I
I'm
guess
so thankful.
you didn't wear a hat that day. You let everybody see. Well, this is me.
I let everybody see that's me, and some people was playing like, wait, that's no way, like that's the guy. You know, it was a beautiful moment. It's like it's surreal, you know, and I thank God, I thank my parents, I thank everybody, my supporters. That's why I said a million go and stand behind me because I can't do this alone. You know, it's a lot of people behind me supporting me and uplifting me that I also uplift as well. So I just want to give shout out to all my people, all my supporters, new and old, man. Thank you so much. And DBoss, shout outs to you. Big Mel, shout outs to you as well.
Yeah, so well, we thank you, for that, because we
Thank you.
support you. You're going forward, so we have to support everything
Thank
that
you.
the artists are doing, businesses, and people that have a good brand and stuff like that. So this is what we do. So,
Thank
anyways,
you
we
so
won't
much.
keep you much longer because tonight he's going to party.
Hey, we got a listening party. Everybody to turn up. We're gonna
And you're
celebrate
in New
together.
York, there ain't no party until you're in New York.
Yep. Talk about it. The city that never sleeps. The city that never sleeps.
Well, and we know you ain't sleeping tonight.
Oh, not tonight, man. Maybe tomorrow, but not tonight.
Not
It's
tonight.
okay.
All right. So, anyways, Mr. Bell, I do want to thank you. I want to thank the viewers. Follow Mr. Bello, support him. So just don't sit there. Oh, I don't know. No, you can tell
Yeah,
you could get him. Go find the music, listen to
message
it.
me.
Buy
Yes.
it, do
Yes.
the
Show
whole
love.
thing. All right. So, everybody, good
Thank
night.
you.
So, bye for now.
Take care. Thank you for having me.